Hi guys, this is Vita with Life Her Way, and we are back with another video. Let me just say this. If you have followed my channel for any length of time, you know that this channel is about women who are in their 40s and 50s and up and how they are navigating life. This channel is about my weight loss journey, or better yet, my journey to wellness. And we also talk about menopause. So those are just a few things that are happening on this channel. And I want us to understand that my goal is to live my life as authentically as I possibly can, my way. That is my goal. And one thing that I'm having to do because of this transition in my life, going through menopause, and having all of these things happen to me physically that have never happened before. So navigating dating again in my 50s after, leaving a long-term relationship. And of course, the weight loss journey. I want to talk about 8 things that I am finding essential in navigating life by myself, navigating life without the benefit of a partner, navigating life being single. So I wrote some things down that I didn't even realize how essential it was until I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I need this. Well, let me share this with the people on the channel or the people on my page. And I want to know what you all are doing. What are you all doing, especially if you are living a single life? Of course, if you're married and you want to discuss what you guys are doing, that is absolutely welcome. But more specifically, if you are single and you're in your 40s, 50s and above, how are you navigating life? So these are the 8 things that I'm finding that are essential for me to aid in my wellness. So 1, basic. When I say basic, I mean basic home maintenance. I'm talking about knowing how to change out a light bulb. I'm talking about knowing how to unclog a sink. Those are the basic things that I'm talking about. I am not a handyman. I'm not a handy woman. And so I will call somebody quickly. Problem is, small town where I'm from, small town USA, we don't always have people who can do the job, or if they can do the job, they're booked and busy. So you have to wait. So even to that point, emergency preparedness. And when I say emergency preparedness, I'm not talking about having water and all those things, although you probably would need that if that's something that you find beneficial. But when I say emergency preparedness, I'm talking about, do you know how to turn off your water? Do you know how to go to your, electrical box and shut that off if you need to? Do you know how to turn off your gas? Now, this is really essential for women who have become single more recently and never had to do it because their partner was the person who was always in charge of knowing how to do, what to do, when to do, when it came down to the emergency preparedness. And so the next thing I have, number 3, because we've talked about 2, number 3, self-defense. And I'm not talking about fighting. I'm not saying you need, as a single woman, need to learn how to fight. But if you do, that's good. No judgment here. I do believe that fighting and knowing how to fight, knowing how to protect yourself is essential. But the self-defense I'm talking about is, do you know where the knives are? That's what I'm talking about. If something were to happen. When I'm talking about self-defense, I'm talking about, do you know where the pepper spray is in your home if you so need to use it? That's what I mean. But of course, if you can fight, if you can defend yourself physically, I think that's awesome. But for those of us who are not able, please know where things are in your home, just in case you need to use them. Now, that was number 3. Number 4. Number 4 has to do with finances. Now, financial management is very touchy for many people, and it means different things for different people. Sometimes financial management means making sure that everything gets to the proper person who manages the finances. And other people may feel like, I do it all. So I need to know how to budget. I need to know how to save. I need to know how to do it all when it comes to finances. So that's what I mean by, do you know how to pay your bills? Do you know how to budget? Do you know how to save? Living alone, if you don't pay your bills, who will? I mean, if you can pay to have somebody do it and you just make sure the money's in the bank whenever they need to do it, then that's fine. But that is financial management. So that was number 4. Number 5 has to do with healthcare, and not just taking care of your health, but do you know how to access your records? And do you know, how to track what's been going on? Or do you track, not how to track, do you track what is going on with you medically? Do you have emergency contact numbers that are easily available and ready for anybody who comes into your home? And say, for example, you had an accident, and who do you call? I mean, I'm certain it's not Ghostbusters. So do you have an emergency contact list that is easily accessible for anyone to find? Again, remember, you live alone. Now, that was number 5. Number 6 has to do with cooking, and not just do you know how to cook, because that is essential. We live in a day and age where, what do you call that stuff? Fast food. First of all, it doesn't even taste like it used to taste. So fast food and eating out is not as it once was. It's the hype is gone. So do you know how to cook nutritional meals? For me, it is best for my wellness to not just be able to cook nutritional meals, but to meal prep. It helps me quite a bit. Also, do you have those staples that are stocked in your cabinetry so that you don't have to always say, well, I can't cook that because I don't have that, or I can't cook that because I don't have that. Number 7 has to do with home security. Living alone, how are you helping to secure and be secured in your home? So do you have proper locks? Do you have a proper alarm system? Do you need a proper alarm system? Do you have security cameras? Do you have lights? I know I was speaking with my neighbor, and that was something that she said that she was going to ensure that her husband gave to her so that she could send to me the actual link, that some of the things that they have around their home. Now, again, I live in small town USA. I'm not saying that where I live is dangerous. I'm not saying that I feel that I'm in danger. Of course I don't. I'm just saying, for those of you who do live in areas where you do feel the need to ensure that safety is absolutely a high priority, that you have the proper locks, the proper lights, the proper deadbolts if needed, the proper cameras if needed. So that was number 7. Lastly, as a woman who lives alone, do you have the proper support system? We know as women that we need those good girlfriends. We need to have that network of women where if we need to call up on them, they are there at a drop of a dime. So do you have that support system that is essential as we continue to age? Women know their tribe, and they are really good at surrounding themselves with a great support system. Now, we do have women who are loners, who have no desire for the company of other humans, and that's okay. But for the average woman of a certain age, we should at least have at least one good girlfriend. One. We don't need a lot. But at least one good girlfriend, and at least that one good girlfriend can assist you in getting what you need if and when the time arises. So that's it, ladies. That's all I wanted to talk about today were 8 essential things that we need to have in our arsenal in order to help in our wellness as we transition from our 40s to our 50s and beyond. This is Vita with Life Her Way. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey of loving me more. Bye, y'all.